Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm feeling creative. I'm George, by the way. I'm in Los Angeles.
Alex, I'm in Colorado and just hanging on in there. Why you feel? Well, last time you felt creative was in 1977, and you got a smacked hand.
Well, that's when I got my haircut, wasn't it?
Yeah. Why are you feeling creative?
Well, so like you know me, technology and things. So I found a clip, a retro clip, and you know how we love a bit of retro. I found this clip, and I thought I want to share it with you, but I want to share it with you live. So I've loaded it up into our picture machine, and I was going to run it with you, and we could share the pure joy of this piece of nostalgia back from
Absolutely.
1966.
And you said it's
year we won the World Cup.
Butlins?
Huh?
Is it Butlins, you said?
It is. It's Butlins holiday camp. So, just a bit of context. People from England who'll know what Butlins are, but you're about to find out if you've never heard. I think they still exist, actually, don't they? But it was the great English population would go off to holiday camps for their 2 weeks or their 1 week, and they were, from my point of view, I think probably could have been a nightmare. But this is a movie about it.
I think that after the Second World War, when no one had any money and they were broke, and they used to get the candle out when
they're
it was
all from
really
up north.
Aye, and when it was really cold, they'd light the candle. That's how poor they were. There wasn't international travel, no. So they went on their holiday. Basically, cruises have taken the replace of Butlins, haven't they?
That's
basically
true,
that's what
actually.
a cruise is.
Yeah. I never thought of it like that. Actually,
It's the cruise. It's a cruise ship on not going anywhere in a camp.
So anyway, but here is a lovely piece of footage, which was their promotional video in '66 to get people to come on their land-based cruises. And so are you ready for me to roll some picture? What I'm hoping is we can watch a bit, and I'll stop it, and then we'll go a little bit of chat because there are so many things to talk about. It's pretty cool. So let's see if this works. So anyway, so are you ready? Let's see what happens.
Countdown, everything.
I love those countdowns, don't you?
Some more interesting features to enjoy at Butlins holiday camps. Here is Butlins monorail, the first to be built in Great Britain. It cost over £100,000 to build this mile-long monorail around the rooftops of Butlins holiday camp at Skegness.
I've just got to stop it there for a second. It's like they look so unhappy. It looks like it's just like here's the height of technology, a monorail in Skeggy.
Yeah, I know they do. I mean, and also look at the tip of that train. I mean, even the nose is drooping.
It
it's
is drooping, isn't
shit.
it?
Yeah, and they know it's shite, right? But they're on holiday.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like that sort of grey English summer. They couldn't even film this on a blue sunny day. It's just cold Skeggy.
But that's why I've always said that's why British like Kinder eggs, because you get the excitement. Oh, I'm going to Butlins, and inside the Kinder egg is a shit toy. It's got everything British love, which is excitement but disappointment. And Butlins sums this up. Even the nose is droopy.
I love the fact that they put an orange flashing light on the front, on the top of it, because
that's height of technology.
Because it was high
then.
tech. It was.
Yeah. I know. Oh,
Butlins monorail number 3. Should we carry on?
The guy on the left, he's already lost his toupee, right? The little kid in the centre is just sticking his finger up, and that driver, he knows he's got a shit job, and even the nose is drooped. It's all round depression. It's perfect.
It's brilliant. It's total post-war perfection. Should we find out where this journey of joy leads to? Are you ready?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Let's see this go.
3 rocket-shaped trains carry as many as 150 people along the rail erected 20 feet above the camp. To give the Butlin holidaymakers a view of the various activities in the camp below and a panorama of the surrounding countryside. There are 2 stations at opposite sides of the camp where campers get on and off. Butlins also have the largest practice ski runs in Britain.
Oh, God.
Here, campers learn to ski under expert supervision. Skis are furnished free, as well as the tuition.
I've tried to
The
stop it
slope
now.
I mean, basically, no English person could ski back then. They didn't even have salt for their eggs. So what the hell are they doing there, you know?
It's. I love the fact that looking at that ski. So first of all, just go back to the railway. Apologies, my phone rang just as we were doing that. I don't know if that ended up messing everything up, but it was like on that railway, like these long houses, like or the camp. It does look a bit like a WW2 World War II concentration camp, and you can imagine there are people in the yard digging a tunnel to get out of their holiday camp. I would think
the miserable lake they're in. It should be named the Lake of Dysentery. I mean, it was just brown shit water, you know. It's just oh my God. Can you imagine?
This was the height of holiday making.
I know. How depressing that you had to go there for 2 weeks of your holiday and eat in a canteen. Can you imagine? These people were later on found the internet and what that did to their aspirations. God, no wonder everyone left and went to America.
But anyway, this ski run, the longest in the country, apparently, it's like if you looked when they're bolting their shoes on, they were just like workers' boots on a wooden plank, and they're going down a nylon brush. But anyway,
that
little
boy there at the front.
Yeah.
I know he's actually, if you look real closely, he's got a pipe. He's smoking a pipe on the way down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's got his pigeons. Come on
and
holiday with him as well.
We're back at the age where the lady behind him, I don't know what it was about the 1950s, but breasts got really pointy. And,
that was like Carry On films, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's probably going hell for leather so he doesn't get stabbed in the back.
I think. Okay, let's carry on. We've got more to go. There's more to go.
The slope is long and wide, made from nylon brushes, and campers are taught the proper way to ascend the
They haven't even got a
slope,
ski lift.
as well as all of the popular turns. And most important, how to stop.
The flash kit.
This ski slope
Beautiful, that is.
is at Butlins Minehead holiday camp. Also at Minehead, Porthelly too.
Now we get to water skiing. Now this is where this is where swimming trunks were a thing of beauty in England. Honestly, like we didn't have board shorts. We hadn't invented speedos. It had these absolutely classic.
Well, in America at this time, you had the Californian Blondes, you had the Beach Boys, you had Beach Bum Life, and this is our version of it.
a muddy pond in Minehead.
Yeah, a dysentery pond. That poor lady whose hair has seen better days. But health and safety first. That's why they've got the life belt to the right. You know,
Exactly.
It's a solid ring.
Toss it out, it'd be good. Yeah, it probably came in. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see how they do with their water skiing.
Yeah.
There's Butlins water skiing. Sleek, fast speedboats cover the man-made lakes under the skillful hands of professional drivers to give the campers the thrill of a lifetime. It takes time, of course, to get this proficient, but two boats alternate so as to give everybody a chance to learn this popular aquatic sport. Special demonstrations are put on for the campers by professionals, sometimes 3 at a time, crossing and recrossing and performing many tricks on skis for the entertainment of the campers watching from the shore. Well, what's this?
Well, what's this? It's the BBC presenter voice. We need that voice again for the beginning of our shows. It's like, well, what's this? And here we come to the Western Saloon. Now, I love this bit. You've got to check this out. Because it is so authentic. You're going to be blown away by how authentic this is.
All right, let's do this.
Looks as though the Wild West has invaded Butlins. Yes, it's an authentic old-time Western saloon, complete with swinging doors and all the atmosphere of the Old West during the exciting gay 90s. These Butlin redcoats are having great fun playing at cowboys. Of course, there just has to be a glamorous dance hall queen and an Indian chief. What's the favorite drink in this Western bar? Why, it's English bitter, of course. And the favorite pastime? Looks like roping a not-so-wild horse.
Oh, George.
It just doesn't get better than that, does it? Really? Roping a wild horse?
We missed out, dude. If we went to Butlins and got absolutely hammered there in the Wild West Saloon, we could have caused havoc. I tell you,
We've been hanging off the horse.
I know, and the bar beauty who's about 94, we'd all be hitting on her. Oh my God, this place is fantastic. I would have loved to gone and done a trip there.
I love the colour scheme. Anyway, exactly. So let's carry on. There's more. Let's see how it gets on.
Butlins Western Bar is a favourite with holidaymakers. Its bright, gay, authentic atmosphere of the Old West is so different, and there's usually some lively entertainment going on. Even the Butlin barmen dress in true Western style. It's all part of the friendly atmosphere put on by the customers when they relax in this typical Western bar at Butlins.
In his suit and tie.
At 6 of the Butlin holiday camps, you'll find the famous Beachcomber bars. These are the largest beachcombers in the world and bring the full dramatic impact of the South Sea Islands to campers on holiday at Butlins. The glamorous decor, the excitement of a tropical storm.
Oh my God. Oh.
Do you remember when we went to that San Francisco one with the tropical storm? And they had
that was great, but this just looks like a fucking leaky hose pipe.
It's brilliant. But it is all the glamour of the South Sea Islands brought to you at Butlins. And in Minehead, if you can't go to the South Seas, we'll bring it to you. And and just down the corridor you can go on a Western holiday. Fantastic.
We haven't lived.
We have not lived. Let's carry on with this because this is awesome.
Streams complete with crocodiles, and sometimes special entertainment for competitions,
special entertainment
all
for
make
the
this a
farmers.
favourite rendezvous for holidaymakers. Barmen are adept at mixing tropical drinks, and there's a wide variety to choose from. All sorts of glamorous concoctions with fascinating names such as Polynesian, Outrigger, Rumbo, Paradise, and Volcano. Cool and refreshing drinks.
And the vomit.
Deliciously different.
The vomit.
But of course there are the regular favourites too.
Dead flowers.
The Butlin Beachcombers are spacious bars where you can always find a quiet place to relax in comfort over a refreshing drink or two. They're exotic and glamorous. Truly the most exciting beachcomber bars in the world.
Oh God.
And that, I believe, is it. That is like classic.
Oh, that's it. They've got nothing more. They spent all their budget on the tiki bar. Those poor people. I tell you what, they've just finished World War II. They want some. They've seen things no people should, and then they're sent to Butlins.
I mean, all the glamour. It's like.
Actually, right, believe it or not, that was a hotbed of rock and roll where it all came out of. So you had like Joe Brown and you had skiff music, and it all came from Butlins, and believe it or not, my old man still plays at Minehead now.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. It's so they still do gigs or whatever. But our rock and roll scene from the early 50s all came out of Butlins.
I suppose it was like we talk about in Australia, the pub rock scene. It was like a proving ground where you did the rounds and you did all the gigs, and and it was pub rocks. I suppose
it's
people
where the
doing like
Shadows
holiday
came
camps.
From.
Yeah, that's true. Cliff Richard
it's
and all
where
that.
The Shadows came from. It's where Lonnie Donegan. It's where Joe Brown all came from. All our rock and roll, unfortunately, came from Butlins because they could do 3 shows a day. And as you said, that was their proving ground. So, God, it looked absolutely miserable. And my granny used to go to Butlins. She loved it because she's from up north. She used to love going to Butlins.
And I'm sure people had a great time. And we're being, we're retro hindsight. And I imagine it was incredibly exciting after the grimness of the 50s and things like that to go somewhere with colour and life and touches of the exotic and monorails. That was like the height of technology, I'm sure. But so I do love retro, and I love the just that sort of Pathé News BBC presenter style they had back then is always fascinating to me. So
also, I mean, how bored do people have to be to find that tiki place entertaining? Right, I mean, if that was how mundane was their life, they must have been impressed with butter. if you know that if they went there. No, absolutely. So you know, all of us out there, me included, every time we're a little bit miserable because our buffering of our latest movie takes about 3 seconds, think about those poor bastards at the tiki bar.
Or they could have gone for that sort of bit of entertainment in the. It's brilliant. Anyway, I wanted to share it with you. I found it like in our endless quest on the internet to find weird things.
You know what I really want? What I really want? I want this show to be sponsored from Butlins. I really do. I'm going to write to them and say,
yeah, I'm sure they'll
you're
sponsor
fantastic.
us.
I want that T-shirt. I want Butlins, 439 Oxford Street, London,
right.
W1. It's a
Add it
great
to the Taste
T-shirt.
of India collection. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Thank you, George. That really was a blast from the past, and I think that we managed to see all our grandparents there without toothpaste.
And we probably upset everyone because we're so, like, whatever. But it's all good. So, thank you. Yeah. So, a once of an occasional series, George and Alex explore weird videos. We need.
I think we better get back to the music.
Let's get back to the music.
I think we better get back to the music.
All right, we'll see that then.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.
On BBC One, I wish you all a very good night.